is time to talk about the Detroit Lions' latest rumors, and this is obviously regarding NFL free agency. A lot of moving parts taking place right now. People are getting signed. Players are going here. Players are going there. Who's left? What are players the Lions could potentially be rumored connections to? What could they look at to help out this defense and offense? We're going to get all into it. Plus, obviously, we signed a player. We got a re-sign. We'll get into it. But before we get into today's video, if you think it's a real sound idea to go bungee jumping with nothing connected to your legs, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because we talk all things Detroit Lions news and rumors. Sometimes being a Lions fan, you can fall flat on your face and get crushed on the ground. Also, make sure you take that like button with you and let that bad boy get dismantled. Let's get into today's Lions rumors.
It's LeGarrette Blount here, man, 3-time Super Bowl champion. I just want to give you a shout out to the YouTube channel, MicroMike, man.
Hey, Eddie Murray, former Detroit Lion. Make sure you watch MicroMike on YouTube.
Calvin Johnson Jr. here, a.k.a. Megatron. Big shout out to MicroMike and YouTube channel, man.
Keep on talking everything Detroit Lions, and I just got to remind you, man, happy wife, happy life.
Let's touch base really quick with the wide receiver position. The Detroit Lions signed DJ Chark, as I reported earlier, to a one-year, $10 million deal, but there were connections to many other wide receivers in free agency. Allen Robinson, one being Russel Gage, others that we can talk about in the rest of this video. But I'm just going to tell you right now, I really don't believe the Detroit Lions are going to sign an Allen Robinson. It's going to be too much. They would have done it already. We don't have that ability. Thank you again to the Jacksonville Jaguars. And also there's a connection with Russel Gage, the wide receiver from the Atlanta Falcons. I don't think the Lions are going to go this route. Could they sign another wide receiver for a depth purpose to compete for the 53? They definitely could do that, but I don't see any major wide receiver signings going forward. But let me know in the comment section below, do you think the Detroit Lions should go ahead and sign another wide receiver? Why for yes and for no? It would be a depth play. Let me know what you guys think. This will be the pinned comment for this video. The Detroit Lions signed our Charles Harris to a 2-year deal, $14 million. Charles Harris was integral towards the Lions defense, rejuvenated his career last year with the Lions, and he really is a big piece of why I feel like we got better defensively. Did we get great? No. But we're talking about before that, it was the Patricia defense. But Charles Harris, underrated signing last year. Someone I really wanted the Lions to go ahead and get back to Detroit. And we did. Not a bad deal, $7 million. So huge shout out to him for that. Also, the Detroit Lions were rumored to be with trying to acquire Marquez Williams, safety from the New Orleans Saints, the 25-year-old that I've talked about endlessly on my channel. That's not the case. He signed with the Baltimore Ravens to a mega contract. That one hurts for our football team. It hurts for me because I liked it. So what are the Lions going to do at the safety position? We'll talk about a couple players the Lions could target going on. Another player the Detroit Lions could look to get here is the edge rusher from the Philadelphia Eagles. There's connections to the Detroit Lions. That's Derek Barnett. You've heard about this guy before. Why? Because he's a big name. Last year, 20 solo tackles, 2 sacks, 0 forced fumbles, 0 interceptions. He is a presence upon this defensive line for the Philadelphia Eagles. He is a presence all around. He makes offenses pay attention to what he's doing. Lions do have connections. With that said, I do not believe the Detroit Lions end up with Derek Barnett. Now, they could, but I think Derek Barnett, if I am him, I'm probably going to go to a team a little bit closer to a Super Bowl contender, as well as you got to understand that he is a guy that probably would like to be featured a little bit more, and the Detroit Lions are trying to get a little bit younger. I just think it doesn't make a lot of sense from a fit standpoint. But he would be a good player if the Lions were to get him. Longer in the tooth, though, it is what it is. Another player connected right now to the Detroit Lions, the Lions made a phone call off, is Darious Williams, the cornerback out of the Los Angeles Rams. Clearly the connections there with Brad Holmes and the Rams. The Lions are looking to get better in the depth of the back end of the Lions defense. We know that, and they've looked at multiple cornerbacks. There's multiple connections there. Yes, we have a good foundation. I feel like corner, especially young. We're talking about Amani Oruwariye, Jerry Jacobs, Jeffrey Okudah. We're going to see what he's going to do. Mel Fonwu. With that said, we had a lot of injuries as well, and that's something that we do not want to have happen to the Lions again. We don't want to get to a point where we're dealing with a lot of injuries. We're dealing with a lot of issues that's going to plague our team this year as it did last year. So the Lions, in my opinion, are probably will pick up a cornerback here. It could be him. It could be other individuals as well. We're going to talk about a player that was released like a Janoris Jenkins. And the Lions could be in the market for that. And very well could be. We'll see what goes forward for this and for other players the Lions could look at the cornerback position. But let me know in the comment section right now. Should the Detroit Lions go ahead and sign a cornerback in free agency? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. That will be another major comment for this video. Another connection right now that is taking place, thank you to DJ Chark, the Lions' new wide receiver, is Myles Jack, the linebacker, a big guy, big body. He has done a really good job for Jacksonville Jaguars. They've just been cheeks over the years. Let's look at his stats here, see if he could be something to help out the Lions middle of the field. 62 solo tackles, 0 sacks, 0 forced fumbles, 0 interceptions. You know, we're not seeing big-time sacks here. We're not seeing the big turnovers or anything like that. But in all honesty, he is still a good player. I think he'd be, if the Lions could get him, that'd be a good option for middle of the field. I would like to see that. I still think the Lions need to, no doubt about it, draft a linebacker. I think that's the #1 priority. But to get a guy who's a veteran in there, to get a guy who can really help out this team in a big way just by having that presence shown how to do it, I think that would be an option for the Detroit Lions. Before we get to our last player I have on my list, let's talk about other players really quick. The Lions could look to get Arden Key, the edge from San Francisco. That could be an option as they're looking at edge. Darious Williams, Los Angeles Rams. Rasul Douglas, the cornerback from the Green Bay Packers. We need, again, that depth. How about Marquez Valdez-Scantling, wide receiver? I don't think that's going to be on the board anymore for Detroit Lions because, obviously, we picked up a wide receiver, and there's a lot of teams looking at him, too, as well. I think the Lions will just stick with what they got, but he was connected there. Bobby Wagner, linebacker from the Seattle Seahawks. I would love to have him on this team. Again, I just think that the Detroit Lions are in a position right now that they're probably going to get younger, and Bobby Wagner is probably more in a position right now to go to a closer to a contender. How about Janoris Jenkins? He was just released. He actually played with AG for 2 years. He could be a definite option for the Detroit Lions, a veteran presence back there at the cornerback position. That is a name to keep an eye on. And DeShon Elliott, safety from the Baltimore Ravens. He's a good player. Injuries has plagued him a little bit. I think the Lions could look that route as well, since we did miss out on Marcus Williams. We need a safety, and we need one bad. We need one right now. Lions need to get that depth there, so that could be someone they can look at for Detroit Lions. Folks, something else you could look at is go to LionsNationUnite.com, download the app, Lions Nation Unite. It is for Detroit Lions fans, social media, kind of like a Facebook and a Twitter all put together, and a YouTube because you can create videos, polls, and you can win prizes. You can also follow them at Lions Nation U. Go to their YouTube channel, Lions Nation Unite, and, hey, get the app and follow me on there at MicroMike. You will see me dropping content. Another player the Detroit Lions have connections to right now as well is linebacker Kyzir White from the Chargers. Look at his stats last year. Pretty freaking good. He's had 90 solo tackles, 1 sack, 2 forced fumbles, 2 interceptions. The Detroit Lions need help at linebacker. If they could get White, That would be an upgrade over what we got right now. Getting him next to Derek Barnes. Obviously, we got Anzalone. We just picked him up. The Lions probably going to draft the linebacker, be a little bit better. I'd love for the Lions to get White to help out this defense. We need help in the back end of this defense in a big way with safety, and we have a major freaking hole at linebacker. The Lions got to address these positions. We're going to address them in the draft. I'm fairly certain of it, but we still need help immediately, and Kyzir White could be an option. We need the help, folks. We need it bad. Whether you want to admit it or not, if you're a Lions fan or not, that is a problem that we need to get better, and I think White would be an addition that we can do. Now, I don't think the Detroit Lions are going to go crazy for any more free agents. Big name, giant contracts. What we've seen right now is lower contracts. What we've seen right now is the one-year deal with DJ, and even our own guys, it's a 3-year deal. I'm talking about Tracy Walker and Charles Harris, the 2-year. So maybe we can get them for a bargain, but we need to get help on this defense, and we need to get it in a big way. In the upcoming videos, folks, we got breaking news that's going to be happening literally anytime. Matter of fact, while I'm making this video, Russel Gage just signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That was an option I was talking about earlier. There we go. And it just done. So while I'm making this video, it occurred. Again, keep the notifications bell so you don't miss out. We'll see what the Lions do in the future. With that said, folks, hey, one pride. We're just going to enjoy this ride while it keeps on going. Adios.